Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nyake and I'm so glad you guys have a little bit of time to spare with me, to hang out with me. I really appreciate you taking your time to come and engage with my content, and I really love hanging out with you guys here on the channel. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nyake and I'm so glad to have you here. So welcome to October. Now before we get into October, I know I've been missing in action on this channel and I needed a break, and I do still need a break. There's some things I'm trying to figure out around the channel, and that might take a little bit longer than I expect. So I am still on my break, but I thought to pop up and share with you October planning process, because I got you and we always meet here at least once a month for the planning. So today I wanted to bring to you October and a special announcement, because I've been working on something during my break. So every month I usually give you guys a printable that goes along with my planning for October, and I usually try and make these printables as fun and as amazing for people who couldn't be bothered or who don't have that time to draw and plan with me. This month I decided not to give you just 1 month but 3 months worth of printables from juststart.ke.com. So I am here to introduce my quarter year planner, last quarter year planner of 2020. So this includes October, November and December months and monthly spreads that encapsulates literally the remaining part of the year. Now I am so glad to tell you that it's going to be available on juststart.ke.com. Just the minute this video goes up, everything is live and running. Now you might be wondering what's in the planner, so let's show you a little bit of the planner. So I have 3 months, October, November and December, and it is a 35-page printable, and what you get is every month with its own theme just specifically for that month, and you also get little fun doodles that are so well done you'd actually be able to fool people that you actually handmade it by yourself. So they are customizable, you can be able to color in there, and they are such fun and amazing doodles and bits and bobs in there. So you can be able to download it on juststart.ke.com, or you can be able to access it through my Etsy for Etsy people out there. You can be able to download it through my Etsy shop, and for every piece that you actually purchase, you support this channel and you support me to be able to be putting out more amazing content like this. So be sure to check it out and support a girl. I have all the links in the description below, so be sure to check it out just the minute you start watching this video. Now let's get into October. So welcome to October. So for October I decided, and I had to make this a little bit earlier because we were set to travel and I didn't know how long we would be away from home, so I had to make this literally back to back with September. So if you see some certain similarities and some certain color preferences, just know that's what happened. Anyway, so in October I decided to go with origami because I wanted to introduce like some straight lines into my journal. You see, I have a background in architecture, and lines was something I think in first year we did, and we just learned a lot about lines. So I just wanted to introduce an element of lines and to just really just inspire myself to go back to architecture a little bit. So I went for origami, and for my bullet journal page I just went with birds. So different bird types, I guess, just practicing some line art. So I decided to go with pastels. Well, not necessarily pastels, but pinks and purples in this month's journal, because that's are the colors that I'm loving right now. And so for October, that's what we're going to be seeing a little bit more of. Then for the lettering, I changed. So usually I do a little bit of a hand lettered font, but this time I wanted to do some little blocks and shadows because that was looking really good, and I really love how it turned out. So my quote page, I went with a little, I think it's a flamingo or a swan, another bird, and this time I just decided to make it or build it from lines and triangles. Basically, I don't think I made, yeah, it's mostly triangles. There's a trapezium somewhere in there. Anyway, and I wanted to go with a very simple quote because I had a feeling that I would have to be slowing down, and that's where I am right now. I do want to slow down. September has been so hectic, especially with the launch of the printable and the new Etsy shop that you should totally check out. So I wanted to slow down things a little bit in September, and that's what I went for. So I went for a very simple quote, which is choose happy, and I decided to use my washi tape. Now in July, if you remember, which you should check, I tried to use this glittery washi tapes that I got from Miniso, but they didn't make the cut in my final product, so I decided to use them here, and I just used the pinks and went for my watermelon cute little washi tape that I also got from Amazon, and a simple geometric washi tape that I got from Jumia. So in the next page, it's my calendar. This time I decided to go a little bit easy and went with lines, a very simple calendar. So I went with lines and counted spaces for my date spaces. So my calendar is one of those things that I really love to give me a sense of my events and appointments in perspective, so that they don't necessarily cross each other if I committed it to doing something. And so I really like to see my calendar like in full swing. I usually do a double paged one, so that's what we went for, and I went in with my washi tape again because I really like it. So for this page I decided to do paper jet origami sketch because I remember at the beginning of this month at the beginning of this year I really wanted to travel, and I was hoping that I would travel more than I actually have. Turns out I will not do much of traveling, so I can only just wishfully look to it because there's so many things we have to do. So that's what I went in, and I decided to just make this whole page purple. So I also included my tracker as usual because this tracker really helps me, and I might need to add another because we have a new page now for journaling, so I might have to track that Instagram account separately, but we're going to be dealing with that through this month. Then next I have my mood tracker. So I was wondering what I would go for that wasn't making me draw very many small little leaflets, because I have been this journal I haven't, but I was wondering whether I'd have to do all those origami doodles, but I changed that to a pineapple because I love pineapples and they do form a little nice color pattern. One of the advantages of a mood tracker is being able to assess your moods at the end of the month, and I find that sometimes bigger and continuous patterns usually enhance this more than just singular little doodles. I don't know if that makes sense. In October I did this heart one, but this the analysis can sort of be seen still, but I feel like when you're coloring one whole thing in different small places, you can see the colors that were more dominant than the others, and that gives you an idea of how you are feeling through the month. Then I went with my habit tracker, brought back the 9 habits. I brought back my vitamins and other habits that I felt that would really serve me this month. Sorry, I took away my vitamins and brought in eat healthy and other habits that I felt that would serve me for the rest of the month. And I went for the little silhouette of the month because that works really well for me, and I decided to give it a little drop shadow because drop shadows are life. So then we have October goals. I cannot talk enough about goal pages. They're something that I really like, and I finally decided to go with 3 categories of goals that were different from what I've been doing, and I decided to go with mental goals and physical goals and relationship goals. And I think that's going to change for next month because my priorities in the last month have really changed. So I want to try and see how those categories serve me, but that might change to something a little bit more mainstream, but we'll see about that. Next is my gratitude page. Usually I like the balance of goals and gratitude, and as usual it's the most repetitive simple page that I have, where I just really root for myself in the month, and that is a very simple outline that I do like to go through. I decided to go again with my pinks and purples because they do such a good job and they look so well. And then I went with an origami of a cat because I guess that is going to be my relevance to Halloween, though I don't really celebrate Halloween, so. But I really just liked how everything just came together to form the card, and it was a really good doodle to do. I have my Braindam page. Last month I overused my Braindam page, so yeah, I love it. I went with the single most braindumpiest page. I've been going through the months, just the simple squares that I do, then write braindump and do my drop shadows, and just a simple design with doodles of little origami goblets that I found. Just remember that all of this you can find. I prepared a journal, a quarter-year journal for you guys that you can go check out on my website, justakay.com, or on the Etsy site. It's really affordable. For just $8.80 you can get the printable. It's 35 pages of pure love, and it's colorful, it's fun, it's amazing. You need to check it out. So the last page on my spread is the weekly spread, and this time I decided to change it up. So for the past 2 months on my journal, I have been doing the box spread for weeks. I decided to use the whole page this time, and I decided to go with this little fun doodle of a paper jet up there, and just decided to use my page. I had a little column for events, and then everything else that I do need to do during the day that I am going to write down in the space that I have provided. Then I decided to just be highlighting my next week so that I can see the next week, before it comes. And I really like how it turned out. It's a really fun spread. I really enjoyed making this. In fact, I think I'm going to be putting up the full video and my subsequent spread videos on Just Her Journals, so be sure to follow on Instagram, and we'll be doing a lot of fun journal things there now. And yeah, so I really like how it turned out, and I'm really stoked about how the journal turned out. I really like how the journal turned out. I really enjoyed preparing this particular one, and just the little changes that I put in, and I was so scared of doing them, and I finally did them. And the fact that I was able to just make the same spread that is so much fun for you on the blog just makes me so proud of myself at this point. So I hope you liked it. I really had so much fun preparing this spread, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye.